Okay. Just one Blot will eliminate, then you can take your heart back. Only then will your world be safe from the Blot. Couldn't you just take the heart back now? Because that other tentacle's not even surrounding it. Look at that, Mickey. Just one more, and I can see its weak point from here. Can't hit it from that far, huh? Oh, you. Okay. Mike? Bro. Hello? There we go. Jesus. Worth it. Worth it. Honestly worth it. I was stuck. That was honestly worth it. You're gonna have to get up high for the final shot. Bada boom. Give me that heart back. Oswald caught it. He probably intends to give it to Hortensia. He's like, go on. And he had the remote. Bye, Blot. That's a cool visual. Back home.
The intruder returned to my lab, but not in the way I expected. After retrieving my brush,
Hi,
I
Yensid.
peered down into the world I had created and noticed something had changed. The wasteland no longer needed my magic.
Yeah, because Mickey did all the work.
Thanks to the efforts of my apprentice, it had developed some magic of its own. Magic born of courage and wise choices. And of course, the luck of a certain cartoon rabbit.
Hey!
The funny thing about mirrors,
He's like, get
our
out.
reflections prompt us to reflect. On the struggles we have faced or avoided. How well we manage time. Enemies defeated or redeemed.
That poor clock tower, dude.
The ways in which we treat others.
We redeemed Pete Tronic, we redeemed Captain Hook.
And perhaps most important, the friendships we have nurtured or neglected.
We repaired Daisy. We repaired Goofy, who's using his light to clean, apparently. We repaired Donald. And Mickey gets to watch the whole celebration.
Oswald and Mickey are, in some ways, each a mirror for the other. Brave, resourceful, and good of heart. I hope they become friends, and perhaps more, perhaps even brothers.
And that is the game. So to sum up my thoughts here, obviously, like, you know, it's very different from most of the Disney games you're used to. Like, it's very in its own world. It's very much a platformer. Hardly any dialogue included in it aside from, like, you know, like certain sound effects and stuff. Which is interesting, change of pace for it as well. But for the most part, I actually had pretty fun with it. I actually had a lot of fun with it. Like, you know, obviously it took me a little bit to finally get back and complete this game fully, but I had a lot of fun with, like, you know, just like visiting it in general anyways, and, like, you know, and playing through it, because, like, well, I never played the original release when it came out on the Wii, so it was nice to finally, like, come and visit this game fully, now that it's been remastered for the newer consoles. I don't think they're gonna end up doing the second game, Power of Two. Like, that's like in the shadow of possibilities that happening, it's probably like a very like small possibility that happening, like the slightest like possibility. Like I don't think they're gonna like immediately like jump on board the bandwagon of like remastering the second game. It will be interesting though because again, like the second game is another game that I didn't get a chance to check out. But um, as far as that goes, like yeah, I don't think they're gonna end up remastering the second game. I think it's just gonna be the first game, and like that's all they're gonna do in terms of like this like this series anyway. Um, but there are like a few other Disney games that are like being like in the works to be remastered or quote unquote remastered. They're gonna be like sort of like ports with like just like a little bit of tweaks here and there. Um, like there's gonna be a Toy Story collection, which includes a couple of the games that I've already tackled on the channel. It's gonna include um, Toy Story Buzz Lightyear to the Rescue. Um, I actually think out of that collection, that's the only game I tackled on the channel because it's gonna have Toy Story Buzz Lightyear to the Rescue, which I did tackle on the channel. The PS2 like PS1 sorry, the PS1 like ported version. Um, with the rewind mode and stuff. I tackled that on the channel already. It's gonna have Toy Story Racer, which is a racing Toy Story game, obviously. It's gonna have the original Toy Story video game from the PS1. I believe it's the PS1 that was on, or was it it might have been a like Nintendo 64 and Nintendo Entertainment System. I think it was NES actually, but yeah, it's gonna have the original Toy Story game, and it's gonna have Buzz Lightyear Star Command. I played Toy Story Buzz Lightyear to the Rescue, obviously. So when that game comes out, I'm probably not gonna be tackling that one again. But I will be planning on tackling Toy Story, Toy Story Racer, and they do also have a port right now of Buzz Lightyear Star Command. I do have on the library, but maybe I'll just wait until the newer version comes out and do that version instead. And then they're also releasing Toy Story 3. Now this one is different than the one that I played. Toy Story 3 that I played was the one that was released on PSP, and I believe it's also was released on PS2, the PS2 version. And this the one they're releasing is the more modernized version, which was released on the PS3, and I think it was also released on Xbox 360. But yeah, it's like it's a different like style of gameplay and stuff. So I am definitely planning on tackling that one as well because like I heard that one is actually better than the PS2 version was. Um, so that is a plan to tackle that. Um, and then trying to think, was there any other games that were announced Disney wise that were coming out? I don't think so. But speaking of go back to this game, like the gameplay was fun. The story was very interesting, even though like it took me a while to get like fully through it and like focus back and fully in this game. I had a lot of fun with it. It was nice getting like all these little like Easter eggs, like different like not just like Disney rides, but like different like like moments in Disney history, like with the film reels, with like the Disney shorts like Steamboat Willie and Disney movies, like obviously towards the end there was Sleeping Beauty and Fantasia was also like interesting to get like little nods to those as well. Um, but regardless, yeah, like that was. Oh, he's like, no more of that for you.
And I have ensured Mickey will get into no more mischief in my workshop. Then again, he is Mickey Mouse.
What the hell? He had the paint thing all along. Oh wow, there's a new game plus mode too. That's good to know. Alright, so we got 76 out of 112 pins collected. We collected 51 of the film reels. Well, okay then. That is pretty much going to be it, however, for my Epic Mickey Rebrushed playthrough. I hope you guys enjoyed this game, because like I said, I had a lot of fun like diving in and checking it out for the first time. Um, I think next I am going to go back and focus in on God of War. Either God of War, yeah, I'll probably do a little bit more God of War. I'll do some more God of War, and then I'll probably go back and finally return to Tomb Raider, which is another game that I started and haven't yet finished. Um, and then maybe one other game I might start up. One or two other games I'm thinking of right now that I could possibly end up playing. Um, Whatever those may be, like obviously you guys will find out when those gameplays start being uploaded. Um, but with that being said, that is it for this gameplay through series. Um, I hope you guys enjoy it. If you haven't yet done so, if you haven't got caught up in the other episodes of the playthrough, sorry I have like hiccups. If you haven't yet caught up in the other episodes of the playthrough, there is a playlist on my channel, so you can go and check out the playthrough right now, or if you want to get caught up in any other playthroughs that I have, whether it's Poppy Playtime or God of War or any other game playthroughs that I've done on this channel here and so far. All those are available on my channel in a playlist on my channel, and they're also like in like a compilation playlist of like all the videos that I uploaded from this year, like years past. But with that being said, like I said, that is going to wrap up the Epic Mickey Rebrushed playthrough. I am planning on revisiting this again off camera to go for the platinum trophy and get the other trophies that I need to get to finish this game. But regardless, that is gonna be it for this playthrough. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys for more gaming goodness coming your way here on the channel in the near future. Peace out, everybody.